Good morning, bonus people. We're in Karamias. I thought we were through the rain, but it's drizzling out here. That's what our load looks like. Concrete blocks on the front and then bags of concrete in the back. But it's a beautiful afternoon coming through Karamias. Close our windows here. Oh, that's better. I'm sure if Jess was with, she'd want to go to the fruit stand. It is open. It is open. Man, what a beautiful day. I've had some hard rain and then nice sunny sky and then hard rain and little active weather, a little more active weather. It looks like they've maybe paved it all. They may be done paving. I heard the crew talking, it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, after they're done this project, they're going to do a project on 97 between, I can't remember, Slayus and Oliver or something like that, so It's 12 degrees Celsius outside, so it's not very warm, but it feels comfortable. The rain's kind of nice. So this coming up week starts boring. I haven't shot Thursday and Friday videos yet, but the week starts boring. So far, this is the most exciting video I've shot this week. And I had all intention of shooting this video as a Thursday video, but then I got my next run. I'm like, oh, if it works out, Thursday and Friday might be kind of cool. It's got to work out, but if it works out, you can do it back to back, part 1, part 2. Oh boy, don't come too far. Yeah, you're in reverse, all right. Didn't need to, lots of room, but kind of pushing it there, bud. Oh, maybe I should have put the rear-facing cam on the other side. The more scenic views are going to be on the other side, aren't they? Maybe we'll get scenic views on both sides. Actually, thinking of the valley as we go down, might be okay. Signal early here so people know you're turning off. They don't have to sit at that stop sign waiting. Come on, my signal light's on, buddy. Could go, my signal light's on. There's a reason why I was signaling early. It doesn't help if you don't pay attention to the signal lights. The signal light works, right? It did in the morning when I did the pre-trip. So yeah, we'll start in Karamias here, southbound, I guess technically eastbound, along the Highway 3, Crow's Nest Highway. Head south and then go over Richter Pass into Osoyoos. I don't know, how long does that take? Make it to Osoyoos in one video? I'm not sure. So Monday was just, yeah, boring. I left on Sunday, drove all the way to Salmo, dropped my trailers off so they could repair all the defects on it. Picked up this set of trailers, which I swear has more defects than my trailers did. Picked up these trailers, picked up a load there, went over to Grand Forks. Then on the way back from Grand Forks, I recorded a video going from Grand Forks to Paulson Summit. At the Paulson Summit, I had air leak issue. When I did the walk around with you guys at the end of the video on Monday, like, oh, it's leaking air, let's figure that out. So I ended the video and went and tried to figure it out, and the air leak had stopped. I'm like, well, I don't hear any air anywhere, so I'm good to go. Tuesday's video was, guess what? I went back to Grand Forks again, did exactly the same run. But so Tuesday's video is leaving at that, basically part 1, part 2, Monday, Tuesday. But on Tuesday's video, you see these solid black lines. I guess they're not all that solid black lines, but you see these black lines leaving the brake check. Well, apparently the air leak stopped because there was no air left in the trailers. That's how fast the air had leaked out of there. So I dragged my brakes, pulled over, and oh yeah, the air leak's back. Figured out what it was. It's a I guess I figured out that, yeah, I knew it was a Tire Max system when I did the walk around with you. So I turned that system off, and then it unlocked everything, aired up, and I was good to go again. So the Tire Max system is still off. I've just left it off, marked it as a defect. What the Tire Max system does is keeps your tires inflated evenly, keeps all the pressure in all the tires of that trailer exactly equal. If you crawled underneath the trailer there, you could adjust how much pressure you want in those tires, but you don't, as a rule, you don't adjust that air pressure. Once it's set, that's the pressure you run. So that's off, which is fine. The tires just act like normal tires. You just have to, when you do your pre-trip, and check to make sure all the tires are up and good. I've got a marker light out on the trailer. The front trailer ride height's not exactly right. It's riding a little too low, especially when max weight load. So these trailers have issues. But they have to go in for a CVI, commercial vehicle inspection, after this Friday anyway. So I gave the boss a list of things I found wrong. Oh yeah, there's some cracked welds on the fender. And that way when it goes in for the inspection, they can fix everything up. And hopefully have it all ready for the next driver. So yeah, Tuesday's video, yeah, from Paulson down to Klesnikov, loaded there. And then Wednesday's video is, oh yes, we were westbound towards Vancouver, so at least it wasn't, I mean, I still had to go over Paulson again, but at least it wasn't the same section of highway the whole way. I continued where we left off last time we headed west. Last time we ended the video in Midway, right? We did a Grand Forks to Midway video. The one before that was Christina Lake to Grand Forks. So this time I did a Midway video to Anarchist Summit, which actually we're approaching now. We have to go over Richter and then we can climb Anarchist. It's all those switchbacks out of a Soyuz that never get old. I mean, that's not on Wednesday's video. That'll be on the next time we head west. And then Thursday and Friday's video, I'm hoping just to do a Monashees. Take the Needles Ferry, climb all the way to the top of Monashees. That'll be Thursday, and then Friday we'll be down Monashee into Vernon. So I'm hoping that works out. We'll have a full run from Needles to Vernon. We'll see. That's what I'm hoping for Thursday and Friday. The blue sky is just so beautiful. Left all the grumpy clouds behind us. Well, there might be some more ahead of us too. We have to turn left. Looks a little grumpy to the left as well. Just said that our rollerblades came in. Got delivered, so I'm gonna do some rollerblading. For this kind of rain, I'll see what the weekend looks like. Pretty sure those bearings are not waterproof, so you probably don't want to go rollerblading in rain or even wet roads or wet surfaces. There's fresh snow on top of those mountains. Don't know if the cameras are showing that, but mountains in the background, I'm pretty sure those are in the US of A. Yeah, those gotta be in the US. Fresh snow up there. Going up the roller coaster. This road's pretty rutted out. You kind of got to hit the line, your line pretty darn good around this road. It's not forgiving. Very bouncy. Apparently I'm losing my voice. Unacceptable. Very wrong line. It's like, nope, didn't like that corner at all. I don't get it right every time. I could have slammed on the brakes and still made it and stayed in my lane, but I didn't want to. That's it for the Similkameen Valley. We're going to leave that behind us, climb up Richter, and down into Okanagan Valley. Much momentum downhill as we can. Maybe not that much momentum. Apparently I got enough weight pushing us. And just let it roll as long as it can. Yeah, I'm also kind of bored without Jess. If you guys want to talk, he listens to Jess. She's doing streams almost every day except for Wednesdays on the free J's. And yeah, the video gaming part might be boring, but really, you're not there. We're not there for the video game. We're there just to chat with people. So head over to 3J's and start a conversation and have a good chat. Ignore the video game. It's just something to do in the background while you're waiting for people to come in and have a chat with. She's also been planning out our vacation. Going on vacation in September. We are going up to Prince George for Canada Day. Got a 4-day weekend there. Four-way flashers on. weird having one billboard out here in the middle of nowhere. Billboard should be illegal. That vineyard on the left looks like it's just dead. Just overgrown by weeds. Almost like they invested all this time and money into the vineyard. Now it's just completely dead. And honestly, looking at the vineyard, it looks like they just cut all the wine, all the, what do you call it? The grape stalks. It looks like they're all just cut. There's no, they killed the vineyard. Sure what happened there, but maybe they couldn't make their payments. They put all the money into the vineyard and then they had a bad year of wine, bad year of grapes. Couldn't make their payments and the bank foreclosed on them and they went and cut all the vineyard off so that the vineyard has no value. I don't know. It's a story I'm putting behind it. Always sad to see when somebody puts so much work and effort into something and it fails. I like to see people succeed. When other people succeed, I don't know, it just makes you happy, right? I know some people just like to see the whole world burn. I always like to see other people succeed. I always like to see other people do well. Speaking of, I guess it's not really succeeding. I need fan art. You guys need to send me fan art and just email it to me. Take pictures of it, email it, scan it in, or art done on a computer. Just email me fan art. All sorts of fan art. I'll use the art in the videos. Or even maybe other things. I might make stuff out of your fan art. Anyone living in Canada, well, British Columbia here, does anyone know how to get a P.O. box that will accept packages? I would like to make a P.O. box. Some of you guys have expressed interest sending me stuff. Some of you guys have sent me stuff. Some of you guys sent me stuff to Sutco, not just one or two. Some of you, I've got Sutco stuff. I don't work there anymore. Don't send stuff to Sutco. So oncoming traffic, buddy. Is there any kind of service that will let you set up a P.O. box that accepts packages? Like Canada Post, you can make a P.O. box, but you can't have FedEx and Pure Later or whatever packages delivered to UPS. They won't deliver to a P.O. box. And I really don't want to keep having my packages sent to my brother. I've got a lot of my packages show up at my brother's in-laws because we're not at home. Not at Jess's home, the packages are coming to our place. But when we're not at home that week, I don't need a FedEx package to sit outside of our front door for 5 days. If it comes up on a Monday and we've left, it'll sit there till Friday. So I send it to my brother's in-laws. And I just pay them $5 for every package. They're like, no, we'll take it for free. I'm like, you know what? All these packages are coming your way. If somebody was sending all these packages to my place and all of a sudden there's like 20 packages, it would start getting annoying. So it's only fair that I pay you. And they're like, okay, fine. I'm like, thank you. Let me pay you $5 for every package that shows up. But I don't really want to give you guys my brother's-in-law's address. Like Ian in the credits over there, you've sent me a book. Stuff like that is awesome. The book's in the truck. It sits behind me, and I open it every now and then, kind of leaf through it and read some history. It's an awesome book. I love the book. But how do I make that so you guys can send me that? Just such cool stuff. So if someone knows how to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Maybe somebody owns a business or a storefront that I could send it to a business and pay you the $5 for every package. Should put my forward flashes on. Almost to the top of Richter Pass there. I guess asking you guys for fan art, I need to ask that in a regular video, huh? There's a bunch of you guys that are members, but I need to get everybody to send me fan art. It'd be cool to get physical fan art. And I can't give you guys the address I live at. I've already had threats of being swatted. If you don't know what that is, on the 3Js we've had people come in and threaten to swat us. Swatting is basically somebody calls 911 and pretends to be me and goes, I live at this and this address. I've killed everybody in my family, and I'm going to kill myself. If any cops show up, I'm going to shoot them, and then hang up. And all of a sudden, you have a whole SWAT team showing up at your address. So I've had people threaten me already. So obviously, I can't give out my address. Why we can't have nice things. And then there's less aggressive versions of that. where somebody just delivers or orders 50 pizzas to your place. Stuff like that. Then of course the pizza place shows up and expects payment when they get to the door, and it's like, I didn't order them. Well, we want payment for making 50 pizza. I'm like, I understand that, but I'm not the one that ordered it. Somebody other side of the world that ordered them. So yeah, it'd be nice if people weren't like that. We go down, 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 down. I think we're getting close to magic hour. The sun's behind us. When we get sun, it looks like Anarchist is getting a lot of rain or snow. Some white streaks in there. That's either snow or hail. We are at quarter tank of fuel. I think we can make it to Midway, fuel up there, and then we're set for tomorrow to do the Monashi. Man, those clouds look incredibly grumpy up ahead. Yeah. Hey, Spotted Lake. We gotta stop. Actually, you know what? Just search Juan Rempel Spotted Lake. Search for that in my... Search it on YouTube, and you see me flying my quadcopter over Spotted Lake. We just drove by it. You're not... It's private property, and you're not allowed to walk down to it. But it's a super, super unique lake. Sacred lake to the Native Americans. They say every circle heals a different ailment, different disease, a different sickness. At one point, the lake was owned by a spa, and they had intention of turning it into a mud spa for healing. During World War II, they harvested minerals out of it for ammunition, I think. I always wonder, what did the lake look like pre-World War II and what does it look like now? Comparatively. Pickup's pulling out in front of us. Better be quick. And my brakes. Yeah, if I hadn't gotten my brakes, I think we would have been in trouble. I come down pretty fast down into Soyuz from this direction, because the downhills are so short, you can afford to drag your brakes a little bit without overheating them. You don't want to do it going the other direction coming down Anarchist, because you will be smoking them by the bottom. Alright, pick up. The speed limit is 100. I was kind of set up here to hit 100 kilometers an hour at the bottom. I have to just drag my brakes. Upshift. They are speeding up, so it's good. Okay, pickup is slowing down a little early. Speed limit does reduce to 80 ahead, but they are down to 80 before we even hit the 80 ahead speed limit sign. Soyuz Airport on the left-hand side. One airplane there. They have upgraded the airport. They also do drag racing on the airstrip. They've done a good job of upgrading the airport and making it a little cleaner, a little more asphalt instead of just all gravel. The storage area and all that. Welcome to a Soyuz. Oh yeah, the rear-facing camera is definitely on the wrong side for this climb. Excuse me. Not sure where the pickup was going there. Kind of weaving all over. Still weaving all over. Okay, coming into downtown of Soyuz, really got to watch for the crosswalks and people backing out into the roadway from the parking spots. Eyes on a swivel. Got to be shooting around everywhere, looking at everything. I'll show you the warmest town, city, the warmest place in Canada. Australia claims to be the warmest place in Canada, the warmest lake in Canada. That is their claim. Christina Lake is also the warmest lake in Canada, so just like Osoyoos is wine capital of Canada, and so is Oliver, and so is Penticton, and so is West Kelowna and Kelowna. Maybe Vernon is too. Everybody seems to want to have a title of the best. Capital of something. Let's go, car. Red Mini. Oh, I got a video on the ASMR channel coming up. A pickup was going right here, started signaling to make a left-hand turn up ahead. So I went into the right lane to pass them on the right side, which is legal here. And as I was passing them, they started driving forward instead of turning. And it was ASMR videos, I didn't say anything, but right over here. So they were signaling left over here. I went into the right lane over here, and I was going to pass them like they were signaling to get into Dairy Queen. And all of a sudden they just kept driving, and I'm like, oh boy. In the brakes, stop, let them go, and then go follow them. And then they turned over here to this motel on the right. It's like, you almost got hit by a big rig by making a stupid move. Also, they call it suicide passing on the right like that for a reason, because when people do things like that and they change their mind, a crash can happen a lot more easy. So I use paintball. I've had so many different paintball places set up, but they never succeed, so hopefully Osoyoos paintball succeeds. Also bugs. Oh man, bugs suck so bad. I've had nothing but problems with the camera, with a mirror cam outside being plastered with bugs. I'm like, can't really use that camera much. So annoying. Rain, at least when the rain stops and the camera becomes useful again. For all I know, the mirror cam's got bugs on it already. Who knows? Flashers on. hard little climb here. Should probably call it a day here, but especially since the forward-facing cam probably has bugs on it, right? Well, I hope not. And even the dash cam is getting harder and harder not to have rock chips in it. This windshield has so many rock chips. It's got a bunch of small rock chips that have no cracks, but then the actual cracks, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cracks in the windshield. They're all like half an inch long, like 1 centimeter, a little, yeah, about 1 centimeter length. And none of them are in my line of view, but there's a lot more little nicks here, just little dots on the window. It's like I thought of just redoing the camera mount, but no matter where I look on the window, and I don't have a lot of options on where to put the dash cam. If I move it to the center of the windshield, I've got 2 wipers to deal with instead of just that one. If I move it further to the left, it's where the GPS is. If I put it up higher, I get so many bugs up there that they get splat. Basically, I have the camera in the spot that the screen, the window, stays the cleanest. And some people ask, why is it off center? I'm like, because off center and down low there is where the window stays clean when I get splattered by 100 bugs. The way the wipers overlap, the passenger wiper can smear bugs right down to the bottom. It's like, okay, that doesn't work. So I put a lot of thought into where the dash camera is placed. The window's just getting old enough that I know it's amazing that there's only the second window in this truck. The first window we replaced within 6 months, but then what? This has got to be 2 years old now? Maybe more than 2 years old, this window. Which is, I've never had a window that last that long in a big rig before. When I had the International, I had a new window every 6 months. Sometimes more than every 6 months. The big square hood makes a difference. It's a bonus video. I'll just keep going. Especially on a day this beautiful, magic hour behind us. I mean, the sun behind us. Yeah, I gotta keep recording, right? Excuse me. My throat's definitely given up on me. And there's nobody here in the bonus videos that are going to say that video's too long. I guess we'll go to the hairpin, which is just up ahead here. Get the most beautiful part of it in here, and then we'll call it a day. Maybe. It's also raining up there. We cool to go through a little bit of a rainstorm. I regret putting the rear-facing cam up on the left. Should have put it up on the right side. That's okay. Maybe if we don't have bugs on the mirror cam, these shots would be really good on the mirror cam. Maybe I can stay longer on the same shot a little bit too. On the normal videos, I feel pressure of cutting back and forth between the cameras a little more because people get bored. And yeah, some of the videos are boring, like the ones coming up. But like I said, you guys are paying for this, so a little more open to the idea that you guys actually don't get bored of this. It's also awesome to see new members showing up. It's kind of fun. We continue doing the giveaways, giving away memberships. And some of the people that have won memberships are now paying for memberships, even if they're not commenting in the comments. Almost to the tighter than paper clip corner. Actually, this one here is tighter than a paper clip corner too. Because you don't do a full U-turn, you actually do a little bit more than a full U-turn. just under 30 kilometers an hour. Ooh, here's a rat rod. Oh no, that's not even a rat rod, it's just a hot rod. I thought the color of it looked like a rust, but they've actually painted it very high quality paint, that color. So I was kind of thinking, more and more of you keep saying that you guys have seen me out in the wild, seen me in Vancouver, seen me in Princeton, seen me in places. We kind of need a code, so if you guys see me, that way I know that you guys seen me. And I left a comment, next time you see me, give me a little honk, and not like a honk, just a little. Not even that much, just a tap. Not a real honk, just a little tap. If I hear that, if I'm unloading somewhere, I'm like, little tap like that, I gotta look at it. I'm gonna see if I can wave at you. And if you find a place to stop, I'll give you a magnet or a sticker, whatever I have in here, if I have any. Sometimes I run out. Need to order some more magnets. I like dropping magnets off in just random dumpsters. People have said, "Hey, saw your sticker on a dumpster over here," or like a rubbish bin on pullouts. Rubbish bin. Who am I? A garbage bin. Brake checks or rest areas. I've put magnets on those. People say, "I've seen your sticker on those." I'm like, "You sure it wasn't a magnet?" If it's a green truck, it's a magnet. If it's holographic silver, it's probably a sticker. I gave a bunch to my sister, and she goes, "I stuck them all over the place," so she may have stuck them all over the place. They went on a road trip and just stuck them everywhere. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Hitting any rain, and we're past the hairpin. What happened to all the grumpy weather? I'm just so slow I can't catch up to it. Maybe that's it. Well, we're through the pretty section, and coming up Wednesday's video, we go through Rock Creek and all of that, and that's coming up. So I guess I should just call it. already a really long video, but okay. Well, I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Take some time off to relax, go for a walk, go meditate in a garden, do some rollerblading. If the weather's nice and you guys are in Penticton, you might catch me at the outdoor ice rink up by what's it, Gyro Park? By City Hall there, the little park, there's an outdoor ice rink there. You might catch me over there. I think that's the best place to get Jess to learn how to skate. If you see us skating, come say hi. Eventually we'll have Jess confident enough that we can go skating all over town and even other towns and other trails. I know Oliver, well, used to anyway, I don't know how the trails are now, but used to have a great rollerblading trail all the way through town. Okay, I am logging off. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all your support. As far as paying off our cameras and our laptop, we are, I think, around the $2,700 of debt left on that. It's almost paid off. We're getting there. The months of how much income I'm getting is fluctuating. 2 months ago we made $500 payment on it, and I think last month was 200 something payment on it. So it's going down between $200 and $500, mostly closer to 200. 2 months ago was just a crazy month where lots of support came in. One of the Okanagan videos blew up and just brought in a ton of money, like $300 worth, a ton of money. So we're paying it off. We're paying it off. I really want to get a fourth camera, but we'll wait till Jess is back in the truck for, maybe we'll order it right before she comes back to the truck, but I want to try to pay the debt off a little bit more before making the debt higher again. Just because I would like her to have a camera, because she often goes, oh, look at that waterfall, and that would be awesome if she could point a camera towards it. But anywho, I did try my cell phone as a fourth camera on the Okanagan video. I used my camera on the I used the camera on the phone for that and saw some waterfalls. So let me know what you think of that. That's kind of the concept I want. I want a fourth angle like that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I want to make everything bigger, better, and more fun. Anywho, thank you again. Thank you again. You guys absolutely rock.